The sound of Izeezi on Legacy 90.1 FM.
Oh yes, let's make a preparation for this vacation. I'll make the reservation. We're going on a holiday. Let's get out of here, leave this busy town and say...
Absolutely beautiful. The sound of Izeezi, aka Thriller Prince, all the way over there in Jamaica. Izeezi, good afternoon, good evening.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Give thanks and praise, give thanks to have me on the program. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Right, okay, so this Izeezi, how did you get that name? Because I know that your name used to be Thriller Prince. So tell me about the transition. You started from Thriller Prince and changed over to Izeezi. So tell us about Thriller Prince and how it started then.
Well, Thriller Prince was from way back, from way back, from kids, from small days, when we were a little boy, and then we used to sing in the school and all of that, and then the brethren them used to call me Chula P.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right. They used to, my friends used to call me Chula P because I always singing when we at the school, and all of that. So them just start to call me that name, Chula P. And then from Chula P, they start to say, man, he's like a prince, because that time you used to have Dennis Brown. When Dennis Brown, them just start to call Dennis Brown the Crown Prince,
Okay.
So them summer voice was so beautiful that they would have to call me Prince, so they start to call me Chula P.
Right.
From Chula P to Chula Prince.
Right. Okay.
And then I just start to work out in that name. I mean, 1986, the first time that I've been to a studio, was accompanied by Cocoa Tea.
Okay.
Cocoa Tea take me there, to make music, So that name was from way back.
Okay. So where did you grow up in Jamaica then? You seem to be around Cocoa Tea and people like that. Did you grow up in the same community? Where did you grow up?
Yes, we grew up in the same community in Clarendon, Rocky Point,
Okay.
Yeah, man. My yard was like over there, Cocoa Tea yard was over there, So we always on the corners everywhere from yard to yard. We both grew up around each other,
Okay. So who was your icon in them days? Was it Cocoa Tea? Who did you like to listen to them days? Which artist?
Well, tell you the truth, back in the days, I used to love music so much that most of all, I could even pick someone that to say he's the one that gave me an inspiration. Because first thing, I used to love like revolution music, like Peter Touch.
Okay.
Yes, I used to listen to Peter Touch a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used to listen to Bob Marley, Bunny Wailers, But most of all, you have Barrington Levy.
Okay.
You have Frankie Paul. You have Cocoa Tea, and Dennis Brown. So these people were some people I listened to. I listened to these people because in the music, coming up, you would have to listen to some people who already was there at the front,
Yeah. To get your inspiration.
Yeah, to feel the vibes and know where you really want to go,
Yeah. So was it difficult then trying to get where you wanted to be at that time when you was coming up?
Well, it was really difficult because you have to leave your yard. You go and whenever time a sound string up anywhere around in any era that then you would have to go there, sing on the sounds them and all of that to really get an establishment. Then from there, producer will hear you and want to work with you.
Okay.
But most of all, it gets so difficult because one of the time when the sounding system kind of did out. I mean, not say the sounding system out, but the thing is this now, when the sound playing, you didn't hear the having the artists them working out again more than that. They would just play dubs and
And just
so
sing over
compose,
it.
would have to find the studio. We'll have to find the studio to make sure that we do recording.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. So my first recording was 1987. After when Kokoti took me to King Jammins, and then we do some music there, but it was like dubs, that the first time I've been to studio we make dubs.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
So my whole techno was want to record, and because it was taking up sometimes now, 1986 when I go with Kokoti, and 1987 I have to go back by myself. I have to try to find ways and means. I bought the first rhythm from Horsemouth, and then get myself a label called Horsepower, and then go and me voice this song at Tough Gang Studio, and then from Tough Gang Studio now we get a contract with Dynamics to distribute my song.
Okay, so then immediately around them times, that's where you found your calling, yeah?
Right, because when I find a man like Kokoti was mashing up the place,
yeah,
recognize my voice and decide to bring me to the studio, I know that was a real calling,
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, especially Kokoti taking you to King Jammies. Absolutely. What was your first single then? What single did you bring out first?
Everything I give this girl, she want more. I produced that one. Everything I give this girl, she want more. Stand up, stand up. Give her a lot of things, and she want more. Stand up. She never have no principle. The more she gets, the more she wants. Something like that.
Legacy 90.1.
Okay, so which artists, Izeezi, have you worked with? I know you said Coca T, but any other artists? I think, is it Anthony B you've worked with as well?
Well, come to Anthony B now. Sorry. We were in the same camp together with Star Trail. I don't know if you hear about this label called Star Trail.
No.
Well, this label was a big label in Jamaica called Star Trail.
Yeah.
He produced like Garnet Silk. He produced Barry Salmon, Cutty Rankin, Marcia Griffith. He come down to Everton Blender. He's the one that make Everton Blender. Then Anthony B. Then a lot of us come through Star Trail. So me, Anthony B, Everton Blender, Norrisman were in the same camp,
Okay.
Star Trail. So we were working out in there,
So that's where you settled. You went through some other studios and you settled at Star Trail Records.
Right. After a while, we have to just settle with a label that would really help to put our music out there. So I was settling at Star Trail at this moment.
Definitely. So you've performed at a lot of major reggae events, I believe, over the years, have you? Give us an example of which big reggae events you've performed at.
Well, I perform at, would say, the most of these big major show in Jamaica. Like Sting, Reggae Bash. We used to have one they call White River Reggae Bash.
Yeah.
We perform on the last Reggae Some Splash that keep in Jamaica. I was there. I perform on that one.
And Rebel Salute?
Yes, I perform on Rebel Salute. I think it's about 4 times.
Right.
I perform on Rebel Salute.
Okay.
And Ram Jam. Name them. So most of the major shows them that we're keeping in Jamaica, I get a chance at that moment because I used to be the open act for Star Trail when to perform, open the band for Anthony B.
You're right.
Okay. Right. So they
Okay.
used to call us the Star Trail families.
Right. Okay. So you're no stranger to stage shows then, are you?
No. Because I travel so many places in the world to really do stage show, and all of that. So, that wouldn't be a problem. That would be something that I look forward to every time, you know, to really greet people, you know, and meet people, you know.
Fantastic. So you're an experienced artist. So what have you got lined up for the future? What have you got lined up?
Well, I have blessing, you know, blessing and love, you know, I have lined up, you know. So most of the time now what I have to do, I just express myself in music, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm doing an album with Black Dread.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Dread now, he producing my latest album now, you know, with some fine tracks on it, you know, and all of that. So, you know.
Okay, so you got the album coming out. Do you want to sing at least one song on your new album live on Legacy 90.1 here in England?
Oh.
I should have warned you.
Well, I have a track called Leave the people, let them enjoy the music. At that alone, them have Mr. Officer. Leave the people with them heritage music. Slave master, gone with the bag, Mr. Officer. When you turn it off, what gonna be the outcome? They are all citizens, Mr. Officer. Music alone shall leave us, so the earth won't stop carrying out the works of Babylon, Mr. Officer, yes. Oh, we leave them alone. Leave them alone, let them enjoy the music. Leave them alone. Hey. Yeah, man, I just a little touch, you know, because you don't know. I set the album so the people can enjoy it, you know, when the time comes, you know, they will just go and get it, you know.
Fantastic. So talking about go and get the album, where would they be able to get that album from?
Well, because if we working on the tracks them now, and we gone like about 14 tracks on the album already, you know, but because the album don't ready as yet.
Yeah.
You know, we can't give out that information yet, because that information would be like by the producer himself, Black Dread.
Okay, so when do you think then? When do you think, is it like a few months? Do you think a few months?
Well, yes, because we're pushing this album really fast, you know. Because right now he just finished up an album with Fredlocks. You know, he just finished an album with Fredlocks, and then now he gonna come with my album now. So
okay.
But it's fast, you know.
Okay, all right then. So, is there anyone you would like to shout out? Anyone? Fredlocks. You've worked with Fredlocks, you said, didn't you?
Yes, I work with Fredlocks. I had a song with me and Fredlocks too, you know. I'm not say one, but several songs I had with Fredlocks, you know.
Okay, so he's a fantastic artist. What's it like working with him?
Well, Fredlocks is a great artist, and believe me, as a singer who used to watch Fredlocks and watch these great people performing and all of that, he give me a vibe. So when I get to becomes brethren now, and then we start to go on stage show together, you know.
Yeah.
He really give me a buzz, you know, to keep the thing up, and you know, I get a lot of experience from him, because he's a great artist from way back in the day.
Fantastic. And you're a great artist too, Izeezi, with a fantastic voice.
Yes, man. Thank you very much, man, because you know, Izeezi, when we move from Triller Prince to Izeezi, I mean, we were still in Star Train, you know, but we were in New York, and then they were trying to come out with a new album with me. But the thing is this, now they would want to move the name from Triller Prince to Izeezi. So okay. I said to them, if it would best if we said we still use the name Triller Prince with Izeezi, because Triller Prince do some great work coming on up. So
yeah,
it's best if we use it to them. And then now I saw Luciana, and Luciana was saying Triller Prince, and I said, that's not my name anymore, you know. and he said to me, what? Come on, my brother, you can't say that. It's better you go with Izeezi Prince or Izeezi Prince.
Yeah.
But you're not to leave Prince out. You got to use it. It's better use it to them.
Okay.
So That's why we say no, Izeezi, a.k.a. Killer Prince.
Okay, fantastic. And it's a good idea because if they don't recognise the Izeezi, they'll recognise the other one. So that's a good idea.
Right.
Yeah, so where can people find your music and contacts and things like that? Do you do dub plates at all for people? Where can they contact you?
Well, doing dub plates, most of all, people would call me, or, they contact other people who, they know close around me and all of that. And
yeah, like myself.
But most of all, like, you can find Izeezi on the YouTube channels, you have YouTube out there and all of that. I have a fan page same way, so you can go to Izeezi Music, on YouTube and you can find me same way,
Fantastic. All right, then I want to say it's been a pleasure speaking to you, Izeezi. And like I said, your voice is amazing. Going to play your track when you've left the call. And I wish you all the best and continue your fantastic work. And we'll catch up again soon. And thank you for taking your time to come on Legacy 90.1 FM here in England, UK.
Thank you very much, Mystic. And thank you very much again to have me on the program, because it is a great pleasure to be here, and then sometimes when you find great people and great audience, and someone like you who recognize Izeezi music and decide to, and put a buzz on it, Thank you very much again, man, and respect, and I appreciate it a lot.
You're
man,
welcome.
And bless you.
You're very welcome. Big up yourself, all right?
All right, same for you too, man, and everyone in the
Legacy 90.1.
Oh, darling, 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 darling.
An amazing gentleman, I'm telling you.
Let's make a preparation for this vacation. I'll make the reservation. We're going on a holiday.
I've got a text message and it says, is that Blacker Dread from Coxsone Sound System? No, he goes by the name of Izeezi, aka Thriller Prince, from over there in Jamaica.
Oh, darling, 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 darling.
Sounding fantastic.
We're going on a cruise line.
Definitely.
Let's make a preparation for this vacation. I'll make the reservation. We're going on a holiday. Let's get out of here. Leave this busy town.
He's worked with Coca T,
The side of the world where we
Anthony B.
know we have this.
He's performed on Reggae Sunfest, Sting, Bob Marley Tributes and Rebel Salute.
To tell me that you
He's toured the US and the Caribbean and he's also been an opening act for Anthony B.
I love line.
Fantastic.
Jolly good time. I love like yours. I want you to be mine.
He's also done an opening act for DeMarco.
I love life, having a jolly good time. I love like yours. I want it to be mine.
Izeezi.
Hey, tell me what you like. I wanna do it right. If it's candlelight, sipping champagne under the moonlight. Yes, it's dynamite. Let's talk about our destination. Should it be the Caribbean or the motherland? Let's get far away in the ocean where the dolphins play. So let's not wait to get together to have some fun time today. Let me take you on a cruise line, a love line, having a jolly good time. A love like yours, I want it to be mine. Let me take you on a cruise line, a love line, a love like yours, I want it to be mine. Oh, mine.
What a beautiful track.
Darling, darling, I love it when your face is
The Natural Mystic Show and the Jamaica Linkup.
make a preparation for this vacation.
Introducing new reggae artists, old reggae artists,
We're going on a holiday.
on my show here in the UK.
Let's get out of here, leave this busy town, and sail to the other side of the world. No, we've got the opportunity, no one to disturb we. No need no fortune teller to tell me that you really love me. Let me take you on a cruise line, a love line.